It's so funny. All right. Do you guys got any plans this week besides working?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Same with me. So just as a heads up, I am on call. So if I get a ring, if I get a call, I have to stop. Just as a heads up. So I've not had one call this week. It's been wonderful. So our weekend.
I'll carry it.
So talk fast.
I even went to the work picnic yesterday. I brought my phone, of course. I didn't bring my laptop or anything. I'm like, I'm just gonna chance it. And yeah, nothing, which was awesome. All right, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Hey.
One of my wall things came off. It's ringing. Oh, there it is.
Oh, the soundproofing's gonna be awful now.
It's gonna be terrible. But
I can hear the echoes already.
I know, eh? I'm so sorry. I want to win the big bucks so we can all just retire. I think that'd be awesome.
I cannot bring myself to be any type of wasteful on lottery tickets or anything.
Yeah.
Like that.
We don't spend much. We only do it when it's big money.
We went to Las Vegas once, and I think we decided $20. I won money, but I stopped. I think I won like, I don't know, a couple $100. It wasn't like a ton of money, but I was like, okay, I'm done.
Listen,
I had no interest in spending it, even though I like made money or whatever, and then Wheezy lost all kinds of money.
See, we went last year, of course, for Isaiah and Cam's birthday. I spent $25. That is it.
Yeah, and that's all I could ever do. Like, I'm just like, okay, fine, $20. I waste $20 here and there all the time, like. But I always kind of like check myself. I'm like, I'm not wasting more than that.
Sure. Like I went away with 50. I was like, this is all I'm spending, and only spent 25. I gave the rest to Isaiah. I'm like, here, go ahead.
I'd rather buy good food.
Hey, if you gamble, then there's a chance of you winning. If you don't gamble, then you know you're not gonna win.
True.
That's true.
On a related note, I'm in debt. I have debts, big
Join the
debt.
party. Speaking of debt, I have to pay off the rest of my teeth. I had to put my dental work on a credit card because I didn't have any money.
say, it's like you're buying teeth from people.
Basically.
One second. Bum, bum, bum. Back it again already. Hey, it's Boating Pizza. It's a bit early to be awake, ain't it? No way. I've been awake since, was it 4:55? Excuse me.
I literally woke up and messaged you, Paul. I
Yeah.
was like, are we doing the podcast? If not, I'm going back to bed. You can sort of see that. That is my sister and her baby
Oh,
and
yeah.
her husband. So my sister and her daughter dressed up as the sharks.
Oh, okay.
And you can see on his shirt that he's got bit by the shark.
Oh, on the side. Yeah, that's cool.
His shirt says I'm fine, and he's wearing lifeguard shorts, like the red shorts or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute and funny.
That's funny.
Like, plus the baby's teething, so she has teeth coming through, so it makes it even more comical.
Yeah.
But that's the first time they've like dressed up for Halloween. So.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I
then
figured... Oh, go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. I was just gonna show my other sister and my mom and my dad.
That's cool.
We've all had our turns decorating our parents for Halloween because
Nice.
I used to do it, then my other sister did it when I moved out, and now the youngest sister's taking over.
No, that'd be fun. I figured you had just woken up when you messaged me because you said podcast today, and I gave you the spiel. Yeah, bring whatever you want, and you're like, yeah, okay. That's it. Just a straight up, yeah, okay. I know you can't see it because Elgato's camera is amazing.
Gotta go.
Elgato, go.
Hmm.
That's so, yeah, okay. I'll get up. Not all about it. And then when you came on, I was like, hey, how you doing? You're like, I'm okay. I love it. Like I'm just, hey, Catrix. I'm such a morning person though, but I'm like this day and night too. So I'm especially annoying to the people who are not. Big casino, ching ching.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Ching ching.
So when I do the daily,
Too much.
when I'm not on call, I do the daily operations call. Me and my buddy that I work with, we alternate weeks. And so I'm like, hey, good morning, happy Monday. And they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. Especially
You're
on
the
a
person
Monday.
I would never call in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
It's like, I just don't know how you have so much energy. It's
don't
like
know.
you sleep so little and you still have so much energy.
It's awesome. I had to
It's
call.
like your blood is just caffeine or something.
I haven't had caffeine in 9 days now. 9 days. So, yeah, thank you. My one of the managers, I have to call in the middle of the night to wake him up if we have a Sev 2. he's just like like this, eh? And then he finally jumped in the call. I'm like, hey, Andre, how's it going? This is at 2 a.m. Excuse me. He just started laughing. He's just like, I just can't do this. All right, we're gonna get started here. Kidding. One sec here. I'm still having issues. I don't know what's going on. I had this last year where I was losing my voice, but
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. But
Yeah,
that
it's
lasted
way
like a
too
month
excited.
and a half. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to episode 83 of the Gamers Pass podcast, where us gamers get together, we chat it up, we have a good time, we talk about news, we talk about stuff, we make fun of each other and tease pretty much everything. And it's been, I think, 2 weeks since we've done this. My fault. I do apologize. And just as a heads up, I am on call. So if I get a phone call in the middle of the podcast, I got to stop the podcast mid-sentence or whatever to go deal with a large issue, just as a heads up. So we're going to have a good time. But joining me is Curvy. Last Curvy, how are you doing? And what are you
Hello.
playing this week? Or what
I'm
have you been
doing
playing?
well. I've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, trying to get all them souls to get all the cool thingies.
Okay.
I'm almost there.
You're almost at 1,000?
I've gotten everything except for the ghoulie camo.
Oh my gosh. That's
And
what
I
I'm
think I have
saving
like
up for.
200 more souls to get.
Nice. So you can pick them up quite quick, but if you're opening some boxes, you don't get anything. And I'm like, darn you, because I want the ghoulie cam now, but it expires in 8 days. There's no way I'm going to do it in 8 days with working and.
Well, I mean, I play probably 2 or 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible. But I play multiplayer. I guess that would be the difference. Is like the games are faster, so you can play more games.
Yeah.
And you still earn the 12 souls or whatever it is, 18 now or something. So, they bumped it up when they added the last row of the unlockables.
I may have to do
So
that.
I think that playing multiplayer, you earn them slightly faster because it's not like you're not loading in and then you've got like the waiting and then you're jumping off the plane, and then if you last until like top 10, sometimes it's like a 20-30 minute game, it seems like. And multiplayer can be like a 3-minute game. But if you're fast enough, you can pick up all of your souls, so you earn them a lot faster on multiplayer.
Ooh.
So I earn probably 200 to 300 souls in a couple of hours on multiplayer.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so once I saw that, I'm like, oh, now I get something to work towards at 1,000. So I think I'm only a little over 100, but all I've been playing is Resurgence. So I'm gonna have to do the other modes. All right, what else are you playing? Anything?
Just Palea still a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically trying to earn money in that game.
Okay, is it not easy?
Well, the biggest way to make money in Palea is to grow crops, and then you turn them into jams or pickle them.
Jams.
And then you sell them, and then you can make more money. So like if you take apples, it's only worth, I don't know, like 20 coins as a regular apple, but when you turn it into jam, it's worth like 70 coins. But it takes like real-time hours to do it. Like it'll take 8 hours to do so many jars of apples or whatever. So every day I just get on and basically run through and plant my crops and then start my jam makers, and then the next day I kind of do the same thing. They do have some special events and stuff, like they added some Halloween decorations and things like that you can purchase and decorate with and all that. So it's still a fun game. I just don't dedicate a ton of time because I'm trying to do the Call of Duty. And
yeah, exactly.
I just get on there for the bare minimum.
Big Casino just said earn souls quickly on shipment 24/7 mode.
Yep, that's what I play.
Okay, all right. I'm going to have to fire that up here after the podcast. All right, and so that's it, eh?
Yep.
Okay, and joining as usual is Lee. Lee, how are you doing? What have you been playing? All of that stuff.
I'm doing awesome. What I've been playing is I played Warzone with you guys briefly. I only did it on the stream. I haven't done it since. I'm not a fan of the jump scare stuff, but
jump scare stuff stupid.
Yeah. I did Gears 5 obviously, because that was the thing that happened as well. I've been doing a bunch of GTA Online, just sort of like grinding at that, I guess.
Okay, hold on one sec. Wheezy, 15-month streak, subscribe to tier 1. Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. All right, sorry, go ahead. So you're playing GTA Online?
Yeah.
You're grinding GTA Online. How come? What's going on?
Well, it's just I think it was like maybe a month ago or so where you mentioned like how you'd want to like try out GTA Online again, because that was fun when you did it a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I just thought, yeah, like I'd want to get to a certain point, because I don't want to just be there with a few thousand and then that's it. Like I'd want to sort of climb in any kind of capacity. I haven't really been doing like missions. I've been doing heists
Okay.
to earn money. And yeah, it's like for the most part that it's not like toxic lobbies or anything. There was a lobby that was pretty toxic
Yeah.
where there's like these different sort of events that happen where one of them I think was called King of the Hill,
Hmm.
where yeah that person stays in a certain place to be the king, and if you kill them and or take their place, like uh you become the king of the hill. I killed them, and but I wasn't then king of the hill because I wasn't in the right place. I didn't realize that, but then a couple of people were there. One of them was sniping me on the building, and they had such like sharp shooting skills. It was crazy. I swear they were shooting me through walls.
Probably cheating.
Yeah, and then someone else was just bombing me from the sky using like their rocket bike. So, and I couldn't, and I was like, okay, I'm not even doing this anymore. I'm gonna leave the area, and they wouldn't even let me do that. Like they were just killing me instantly.
Ah, so yeah,
Um,
you sounds like you got into a hacked lobby or something like that, or
yeah, something like that. But it's been good so far. I mean, there was an instance where um there was a bounty that was placed on me, and then there was someone in a very armored vehicle, like with a turret gun on it, and someone else in an attack helicopter, and they were both trying to shoot me, and I was driving away, and they could not hit me for like 2 minutes.
okay,
And so that was a lot of fun. In terms of other things, I in the last couple of days I've been doing um, uh, WWE 2K23
okay,
because I've played one in the past and I wanted to try this one out. I haven't got that far into it. I've done the showcase stuff with the John Cena, and basically it's just John Cena going through his career about his losses, and you plays the people who beat him up, and that was that was pretty much it
okay.
so far. But I've just gone into it.
Nice. Okay. Wow. Lee, a
How about
hardcore
you?
gamer. Myself, Starfield. Played lots of Starfield.
Harfield.
Yeah, Wheezy GTA can be pretty fun. I've been playing Starfield every day for the most part. I finally kind of stopped. I just cut myself off from Starfield because I've done everything. I've done all the character storylines. I've done all the missions, main missions. I've explored so many planets. I still have like 900 more to go. But my goal was to survey all of them, and I'll probably do that throughout time. But after putting in hundreds of hours, and I've played it for almost 2 months straight every day, it's just time to move on. So I jumped on to Warzone. I've been playing that. What else? Stream. I did Gears. We did the Dark Pictures anthology with James, The Devil in Me, I believe it is. Excuse me. And we got some different stuff coming up next week, which is going to be lots of fun as well. So I'm looking forward to lots of bull shenanigans next week. So, or this week, I
Who
should say.
who's killed more people in the Dark Pictures games, you or
Oh,
James?
James. Listen, either
Oh,
way, it's always going to be
di-
James.
Always.
Yes, and
didn't
Kirby
didn't
gets it.
even stop to think about it.
No,
James.
Kirby was there, and she saw James kill everybody, and even if it was me that killed everybody, it was automatically James that did it. But I have video footage of James killing everybody. So even I was like,
Well,
"Hey, save this person," so he chose the other one. Save this person, so he killed that person, which
He
was
did it on
he
purpose.
did it on purpose, Lee. It's the British way. You can't trust a Brit.
well,
That's the thing.
oh well. To everyone, my name is Lee, and you guys take
Take
care.
care. Yeah, so that's awesome. So definitely James, and apparently there's a new one coming out. And James and I have done all of these. I would love for it to be more multiplayer instead of just two people, so we can have more
Yeah,
people
especially
playing.
with all of the different characters that you guys get to be
Yeah,
in that. I kind of assumed that you could have multiple people. I haven't really seen many people play it, so I
yeah.
didn't know that it was like only 2 people.
So multiplayer, online multiplayer is 2 people. Couch co-op is like 6 people or something like
Oh,
that.
so if you're on couch co-op, you
Yeah.
can each play a character.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, and you're
awesome.
basically like passing the controller around for
I
that.
think so, yeah. So for like a
Oh.
spooky evening, if you want, seriously, these games are that flippin' good to do it on a spooky evening. Turn out like last night would have been a great night to do it because the moon is full. The wind was howling at my house last night, and leaves were falling, rustling, and I still had the window open. So I was constantly looking out the window because it sounded like something was outside my window, and like holy frig, because where we're at, there's no other houses. Like there is a little bit, but it's just our house with woods and. So yeah, yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah, no
crazy.
thanks.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really good.
Please, like,
I
No.
did take a picture, and I know this is off topic, but I took a picture the other night while I was outside with Elle, and this is just nighttime. But the moon is full. I know you can't.
oh yeah, that's what it looked like here.
Yeah,
I was like, why is it daylight? It's like 1 a.m.
yeah, it was incredible. So yeah, I was pretty excited. So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Coming, we'll talk about that at the end. We'll talk about it at the end because our main topic. All right, we ready? Time for
Yeah.
Lee news. Do 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 do. Now reporting, Lee Everett. Go ahead, Lee.
All right. Starfield launched. Starfield's launch set a record for most Game Pass subscribers added on a single day ever.
Isn't that crazy? How many was it?
Yeah. It said Bethesda's new space RPG is a huge success for Xbox since they arrived to Game Pass and multiple platforms in September. In less than a month, it surpassed 10 million players.
Yep. It's up to 11
and
now.
Yeah, and it's had its ongoing success. It hasn't actually given a number in
Okay.
terms of
Oh, that's fine.
how it's but yeah, Starfield seems to have also contributed to Microsoft's gaming revenue gains in the previous quarter, with the company up by 9%.
You know what else is crazy? Is with it Starfield being on Game Pass Ultimate, so you get on PC, you get on Xbox. It has sold millions of copies on Steam. Full price copies on Steam, even though it's free on Game Pass. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, because you can have like PC Game Pass.
Well, I do know a lot of people. I guess this goes like if you're a hardcore fanboy of any genre, like they're probably those people that play on PC that won't run anything that is supposed to be console based. Like they're just hardcore like PC only.
Yep.
And a lot of people too, like I don't know, like for us, like if we ever had any issues like financially, like our subscriptions would probably be the first thing that would be gone. Like I would rather spend $80-$90 on a game that I want and I know that I want it, as opposed to spending $15 to $25 a month on a subscription.
Yep. No,
and then only playing one game anyways.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
So I could see where like just the direct sale of the game would be just as popular as Game Pass.
Cool. Never looked at it that way. No, that makes sense. That makes
sense. Yeah, that's good. But speaking of Starfield, are you still playing it on PC, Kirby? And are you still having issues?
She ain't
I
playing.
haven't touched it.
She hasn't touched it.
No, since we kind of went through that initial month or whatever where we were like playing, I haven't touched it.
You had your issues. It soured you. I get it. I get it.
And I can't play it on my Xbox because it's an older version of an Xbox.
Old Xbox. Terrible.
Just saying.
No, I get it. Excellent. Yeah, Starfield, great game. Lots of fun. I can't wait for DLC. We're getting 5 years worth of DLC and extra stuff, and people are still finding amazing things right now. Over 1,000.
I'll probably eventually upgrade the Xbox, and then I'll play it. But on PC, I just can't.
if you're gonna sit and chill, even on the couch, whatever, and you're just like, I just need to veg out, and something that's not too intense, something that's just like a lot of awesome exploration, that is it. It's so flipping good. I loved it, and had a great time. All right,
All right, good stuff. Some Sony news. Sony have mentioned about their reasoning for the PS Plus price increase. Because they really needed to do that. They had all the reasons. Back in August, Sony announced a price increase for all the tiers of PlayStation Plus. Um, Naturally, it wasn't received well by subscribers. Um, and their reasoning was that, sorry,
This is a PlayStation Plus stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
Price increase. They're justifying it.
yeah. We want to make PlayStation Plus great. With our reboot last year, introducing the tier system, a lot of customers have recognized that there's a lot of value in PlayStation 5, which is dumb.
That's a false statement. False statement. A lot of customers were like, "This is terrible. What is
Yeah,
going? There's not a lot of value."
yeah. It's like why would PlayStation players be like, you know what, this subscription, I want to pay more money towards it. Like, no,
James, you're more than
just
welcome to hop on. Just saying. All right, go ahead.
yeah. But yeah, it's weird how that goes. Like practically everything else in the world, we have to look at our pricing and have to adjust to market conditions. I mean, that's more of a real reason,
I don't
but
get it.
it's not like they have a real issue with it.
So, complete ripoff. Damn you, Jim Ryan. Where's Mark at? I don't understand. I don't know how PlayStation is spiraling out of control right now. I don't understand it. And we're going to talk about Spider-Man 2 here soon. But they are. The fanboys will be like, no, it's the greatest console of all time, the greatest company of all time. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything, and charge price hikes and the tiered system and no backwards compatibility and all of this other stuff. It's they're not pro gamers. PlayStation people, why can't you see this? It's wild.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I canceled my PlayStation stuff, because
Yep.
I kept it active. My sister has a PlayStation. Both of them do. So when we want to play games together, it's nice to have it, but
Sure.
I've just kind of, we just bought one of my sisters the new Call of Duty, so like for me, I'd rather just play a cross-platform game than pay money for a console that I don't ever touch.
Yep.
Especially as of recently. But that's what I was going to say for Xbox. Like, you have access to all of those old games that are, like, you can't get that back unless they start doing the backwards compatibility and adding in the, like, old school games. I used to love old PlayStation games, like
Sure, they're
PS1
great.
and PS2. Oh my gosh, I would go back in a heartbeat.
Parappa the Rapper, 100%.
Yep.
So
I'm kind of done with PlayStation unless something miraculous
Yeah.
kind of shows up and changes my mind. But
Yeah.
It's wild. And I know I classify myself as an Xbox fanboy, but I'm more of a gamer first than a company first. And I do have a PS5, I do have a Nintendo Switch, I do have Xbox Series X. And with all honesty, the backwards compatibility, we rarely ever talk about it. But the backwards compatibility is huge. It's what we all want. It's on Xbox. I could put a 360 disc in my Series X and boom, fires up in place. Can't do that with a PlayStation. I don't understand.
we have the original Xbox, I think, still in our closet.
Oh, with the big Duke? Excuse me, sorry guys. Yeah, that.
Yep. And we have a Nintendo 64, and it's
I
like
love it.
we don't play them. I don't even know honestly if they will run, but like we have them, and it's just like I don't ever want to get rid of it.
No, I don't
but
blame
I don't
you.
know if they work. But stuff like that, like the backwards compatibility. I guess it's like food. You just have a memory of like a certain smell of food, or like when you eat something, it just like triggers that nostalgia.
Yes, it does.
Like gaming does the same thing. So
yeah, no, I agree. I love it. Yeah. So that's huge. So There's no justification for the price hikes, with all honesty. My buddy Smash JT Jeff, if you he has his YouTube channel, feel free to check it out. He does a full video on the on their price hikes and like why their explanation and stuff. I have yet to watch it, but I know it popped up on my feed, so I got to give that a watch. But all right, Lee.
Yeah, and they also said that that in terms of the decision, I'm happy to say, unlike a lot of other subscription services out there, we haven't touched the PlayStation Plus pricing for 85% of the world in many years. And it's like,
What? They just increased it though. So they just increased it for North America, and then the rest of the world they didn't? Is that what they're saying?
well, they haven't done it in many years. They said,
Nonsense.
so this is the first time we
So
did
that's their
something there.
justification. We
Yeah.
haven't done it in
Yeah.
so long. Now we're just gonna
Listen,
make up
Yeah.
for it.
no matter what price hikes, no matter what price hikes are going to be negative because of the economy. We're all trying to make it, and gaming is our main hobby. So we're just trying to enjoy life outside of work. We're just trying to get that escapism. And when they start just piling up price increase, Game Pass did it, but it was only like $2 for an already insane value. What's that?
And they've also got the reason because of the acquisition.
Still not a reason. We didn't ask them for them to buy it. So
Sure,
but I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
That's a good segue to the acquisition is complete. And I saw
at last.
Ching ching. Yeah, we all that nonsense is over. There's a lot of takeaways from that stuff, especially with the FTC, especially with the UK and all of that other stuff. You guys are just the devil. And so yeah, there's just so much that came out of that. I'm glad it's done. And we can just start which we already have moved on. I wish I had done the podcast the week of, so I could really truly celebrate and gloat, kind of. But it's all settled in. I'm not expecting anything huge for Game Pass right yet. It's just I've got games to play right now, and I'm not playing anything on Game Pass, to be honest. And so next year, though, we're gonna be seeing all those Call of Duties. I could see some stuff dropping soon, just as a heads up, and not lots.
Just a Game Pass note. I just downloaded, I don't know if you've played it, Atomic Heart.
Yes, I streamed it, I believe.
I thought you did. I couldn't
tried
remember. I remember seeing like the game video or preview or whatever trailer, and I thought it looked interesting, so I downloaded that. And then Lies of P, I've heard nothing but good about, and so I'm like super excited to give that a whirl and see if it's good.
And listen, it's
and
Game
then
Pass.
That's like I don't know what the actual cost of the game is, but I feel like that's one of those games where it's probably a $60 game, but everybody's been enjoying it. I'm like, sweet, it's on Game Pass and I don't have to buy it.
So I think Lies of P is Souls-ish. I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Not a game for me. Atomic Heart, I just wasn't feeling it, but once you get into it, you'll probably love it and take the time.
I mean, they're both kind of story oriented. I know Lies of P is like your choices change the world and the things around you.
Okay.
And then I think with Atomic Heart, it's like a heavier kind of story action type of thing. Like you actually have a purpose. It's a game, both of them, I think, that can be completed in like hours, like where it's not like Starfield. It's not like an open world.
It's not a life commitment. Game. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking for something that would be like a 20-hour story. Like maybe I could just play it over a weekend and beat the whole game. Just something smaller so that there wasn't like, I like those type of games where you can actually like complete quests or missions and then you're done with the game type of thing.
Yeah, makes
sense. Just an accomplishment, but it's a Game Pass thing. So I wanted to bring up, I do have a couple of games that I want to play.
Good.
Well, if you want like a 10-hour story, just play Spider-Man 2.
All right, so we're segueing into Spider-Man 2. All right, let me just first say, okay?
That's awesome.
Isaiah, my oldest kid, purchased it, even though I made fun of it, blah, blah, blah. He bought it. He loved it. Okay? No doubt the game is amazing. no doubt. But before I get into my stuff, I'll let you guys talk. Lee, what do you got for Spider-Man 2?
Really, it's primarily reviews because we look when Starfield came out, we looked at like Metacritic reviews, and so I've got Metacritic up for Spider-Man 2, and it seems to be like overwhelmingly positive,
Mm-hmm.
and it sickens me.
No, don't. Those are great games. They are truly great
Sure,
games.
sure, yeah, but it's like the yeah, I mean, like people just have like delusions w- in terms of making an opinion and putting it in a review, and it's just hilarious. Even when it goes the other way, and it's like they hate it, and it's like it's for an absurd reason.
Yeah.
Um, even though this one isn't quite PC, this one says great game, one star. Great gameplay. When I started to play against one of the villains, love the epicness of the fight, but wokeness makes it worst game. Forced inclusion is a disease, and and it just went into talking. You know, I want to play Spider-Man rather than a deaf girl. Like, and it's just you get people who how can you
Trolling.
allow well, I wouldn't say it's trolling. I just think it's like, how is it acceptable for that to be a legitimate review?
Is this
It's
Metacritic?
yeah,
Yeah, this
Metacritic.
is all Metacritic's fault. With all honesty, they allow garbage
Mhm.
reviews on there. Like the whole
Sure, yeah,
Starfield fiasco. They allowed so many zeros. No game should ever get a zero. Even the King Kong game that just came out, which is absolute trash, should not have got a zero.
yeah, because it's like with it being a zero, that suggests like there's no sort of it doesn't exist,
Yeah,
even though it does.
it's
Like,
foolish.
I
So,
mean,
what else? What is there any other review that stood out to you?
um,
So, are you saying the users' reviews, are not so good, or they're complaining about stupid things?
it's just the thing is like there's no legitimate reviews. Like you go the first review that shows up for users is a zero and says bugs, and the bugs isn't even spelled correctly, and it's like that it's just not, even though it's like a negative review for like a really positively seen game, it's just not a valid excuse.
Sure. There's lots of
Like it
bugs.
Sure, I mean, but a lot of the bugs revolve around the fact that if you leave your system running for so long, then things start to bug out. So
So,
it's like just
It's an
turn it off and once
overheating
in a while.
issue then. Turn it off and let it cool down.
Yeah.
well, your system shouldn't be doing that. If it, so, is that you're saying the PS5s are overheating? Uh-oh. So,
Uh-oh. Even though the PlayStation 5 looks like an air filter.
so, so if you go on Twitter, Lee, and you search up Spider-Man's 2 and see all the bugs people are posting, some of them are
Twitter.
outrageous. One of them is
Ugh.
you just turn into a cube.
Oh,
A,
I saw one of
a
those.
cube
That's hilarious.
swinging throughout New York City as a cube. It just does it.
And that's not an online game, correct? Like,
Mhm.
there's no, yeah. So, I mean, especially for, I love this Spider-Man game. I played the original one. I played, I think, a little bit of the Miles Morales one because it was on their PlayStation
Yep.
Plus crap. I love the games. The games are really cool. Like, it's a different take on a superhero game. Like, it's cool that you can fly through the city, like, using your webs and stuff. It's just a different power that you have, and I have always enjoyed those games because of that. Like, it's just really cool to be able to fly through the, the skylines of the city, and like, so that for me is appealing. But like, I guess if those games had those glitches when I was playing them, I probably would have quit playing them.
Yeah. So while that guy posted that cube one, the other guy posted underneath this. He said, "Yeah, this just happened to me when I was on the very final battle, and I had to beat the boss as a cube.
Oh, that's awful.
There, listen. So what's happening is you're getting the Xbox fanboys that are just trashing Spider-Man, exploiting it, showing all the because of what they did to Starfield, what PlayStation fanboys did. It's another mess. It's really frustrating and annoying. But there's one where Spider-Man's just standing there, and you see a guy. He's sitting here, and his legs are like this, and then there's another girl that's in front of him, and her legs are spread open. The guy just keeps going in to munch on that area of personal pleasure. But he's like, what is going on here? And he just kept doing it and burying his face in her crotch, and then he comes back up. Then he does it again. And it's just what's happening. And so this is all on, of course they're clothed, but this is all on Twitter, and you can see all the glitches and bugs. And Starfield is not even half that bad for bugs and stuff like that. And that's a massive open world game.
Well, and that's what I was just going to compare it to, is like Starfield has bugs, especially on PC. I know it's a lot more on PC, but like it's an open world game. I expect there to be like loading issues or rendering problems because the world is so large.
Mm-hmm.
With the Spider-Man game, because it's like what I was talking about with Lies of P, it's like a storyline. You do it, you're done. Like, there's not a whole lot of extras. I feel like that game should play smooth as butter.
I agree.
With almost no hiccups.
I agree. It's just apparently they just rushed it out. And if you look at the life cycle of PS5 and Xbox, even 2023, there's been one PlayStation game out where Xbox has just pushed out lots of goodies.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like what has PlayStation got? Spider-Man and God of War. That's pretty much it.
But if you think about it, it's part 2 or part 3, part 4, part 5. That's
not a new IP.
It's funny.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, whatever. It is what it is. I'm Spider-Man 2 is. I can't wait to play it. Well, I can wait. I'm gonna wait to play it when it goes on super sale. But I've not fired up my PlayStation this year at all. So I don't. We'll see when I do it. And but honestly, Ghost of Tsushima, that's just my game right there. Kirby, if you ever get a chance to play that game, if it comes out on PC, Ghost of Tsushima is a powerful and amazing gameplay story, and it looks beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go into like my love note towards Ghost of Tsushima if I continue, because I had such a wonderful experience with that game. And unfortunately, it's a Sony exclusive. So. All right, what else we got?
3 more things, but they're quite short. Hogwarts Legacy, physical and digital, will be released on the Switch, and will be on the 14th of November.
Okay.
And day one, they'll receive an additional 8 gigabytes to download.
Yeah, so rip UK internet. But everyone else will be fine. Plus, it's Nintendo, right? So their internet,
it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I just wonder how bad it's gonna look.
It could look terrible. But I can't see it. It's not gonna be Killer Instinct bad, or sorry, Mortal Kombat bad. I don't know if you guys seen that fiasco. That was harsh. But they just got Mortal Kombat creators got destroyed over that. But it's Nintendo Switch. What do you expect? The console's years old, and go ahead, Kirby.
Well, I was just gonna say, thankfully, I don't think Hogwarts Legacy. Like, I know it's a beautiful game, but as long as they keep in mind the graphic capacity of a Switch, I think that Hogwarts Legacy could still be a beautiful game.
It'd be fun.
Downgrade. It would be, I think, a little bit smoother textured, more cartoonified.
Yep.
And I think it'll play just fine, actually. Like, if they approached it that way. I guess that's the big catch, is like depends on how they programmed it.
You can't expect next gen graphics on a previously gen system. That's it. And that's Nintendo's fault. That's it. All right. What else we got, Lee?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before Flint invented flu powder.
Oh my gosh. Jim Ryan, we just got done trashing you, dude. Good to see you, man. All right, keep going.
Okay.
Apex Legends is adding cross progression at the end
yeah.
of October. So on the 31st,
Okay.
they're adding
I love
cross
that game.
progression.
That's a fun
I
It
game.
feel
makes
like it.
me want to play. I haven't
know.
played in a like I think since the last time you and I played.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's the
Paul.
last time
Mm.
last time I played Kirby.
But yeah, I think more games should have cross progression.
Cross-platform, cross-progression. It's
Yeah,
2023.
yeah,
On that note,
it's all great stuff.
my Fortnite account that I have
Fortnite.
on my PC
Yep.
is connected to my PlayStation. One issue that I've been having nonstop when I do play on my PC is I have to go to my PlayStation and launch Fortnite in order to have my account function on my computer. Even though it's an
What?
Epic Games account, so like I have them linked, it does not function independently of each other. So I'm hoping
What?
like with Apex, they don't have that issue. I've thought about reaching out to Epic Games because I'm like, this PlayStation is the original PS4. Like, it's not going to turn on
Yeah.
in a year or two, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to lose all of my skins and stuff because it won't, like, it's almost like it disconnects.
Yeah.
And I have to launch my PlayStation in order for my computer
Friggin'
account to work.
PlayStation.
Yeah, listen up, Jim Ryan.
That's
So
exactly.
I don't know, but I don't know what's causing it. So
PlayStation.
like the Apex thing, like that is awesome because I do know that I've played it on Xbox, I've played it on PlayStation, and I've played it on PC, and I have 3 different accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to pull them all together, and I know that I have more skins on one account than the other, so I'm gonna have to figure out which one that is so that I can pull all those skins.
So
Because I'm pretty sure Xbox is the one I have all of my cool skins on, and I never bought them on PlayStation because I didn't want to spend the money.
and that's all PlayStation's fault. Just as a heads up, if we want to discuss that for a second, they were not. They didn't want cross-platform play. They didn't want any of that, and that was PlayStation's stupidity.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that with Apex, that is a smooth
I think it will
cross
be.
progression.
I think it will be. All right, Lee, what else you got?
The last thing I got is, if I've got it, oh yeah, Star Wars Outlaws is going to be a bit delayed. It may not be releasing until after April 2024.
Ooh, I wasn't even expecting it that early. No, that's
Well,
not coming out until the end of next year, or the first of 2025. That's what I'm gonna say.
well, that's what it's saying here.
Sure,
on,
no. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying they need to give a long. So we discussed this right on this podcast. Don't overpromise and underdeliver.
Yes.
Give us, hey, this is coming out 2025. Oh, shoot, the game's almost done. Okay, now we're gonna release it June 2024. That's what companies
It will
need
be
to
way
start
more
friggin' doing.
exciting that
Yeah.
way.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's like, oh yeah, that game's coming out early instead of
Yeah.
delaying it 700 times.
There's no way this game's coming out in 6 months. No way. I can't wait, Lee. I hope it's true. I'm
Yeah.
excited, but I can't wait to play
Yeah.
this game, man. It's gonna be a beaut.
It should be good. It's but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Okay. So
And
that's
that's
it
it.
for your news. Alrighty. One sec. Steph's going to get some groceries. She said, "I'm dragging Isaac with me, literally." He don't want to go, right? He's
Poor kid.
He's 13. He doesn't want to go shopping unless he's getting something. So what he does
Right.
is
Bribery.
any typical kid, if he has to do that stuff, he's like, "Can I get this? Can I have that? Can I get this?" And we do it. But anyways, all right, let's go with a curvy topic. Kirby, what do you got?
Okay, mine are all very short. I have 3 things. Skull and Bones, because I know Weezy and I were kind of excited about that, has been delayed again for the 6th time.
I don't know, honestly.
So
Kirby,
there's a lot of. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm excited for that game too. I don't know if we'll ever see light of day.
I know it seems like a cool concept, and I really hope that it will come out eventually. But now they're saying like the first quarter of 2024, maybe. But this is the 6th time that it's been delayed. I think it's a cool concept, but there's a lot of people saying like they might as well just cancel the release on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Jim Ryan with a sick burn on Lee. I'm just saying. That's terrible.
Touche.
That's so bad. See, here's the thing. So those of you that are watching, we're all really close friends, and we have been for years. Jim Ryan PS5 is one of our close friends. I've set this channel up where we're pretty open with our lives for the most part. We're like, hey, this is what I got going on, blah blah blah. So Lee is open with his life, what's going on, and Jim Ryan just took stuff that Lee has told us and slapped him in the face with it. Super funny. But ouch. All right, keep going, Kirby. I'm sorry.
oh shoot. For Nintendo peeps, Splatoon's Splatfest is this weekend
Catrick's
in
gonna be super excited
North
for that.
America. So you got to choose zombie, skeleton, or ghost, and I believe is that through the 29th it says. So the results will be today after 5 p.m. Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. I like Splatoon.
I do
I have a
too.
Switch. I played Splatoon 2. I didn't buy the new one.
Yep, I did.
Because I haven't turned on my Switch in I don't know how long. But if I play on it, I would probably buy the new Splatoon and play it. I do like Splatoon.
Yeah.
So I don't
too.
mind covering a little bit of Splatoon news.
That's fine.
But that's that for that because I love Halloween.
Yes.
The only other thing I've been seeing a lot of stuff about is Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Okay.
So apparently,
wait.
Like,
what's Disney Dreamlight Valley again?
So it is Disney characters, and you create. It's like a sim building kind of game. You create your own little Disney world based off of Disney features. So like you can have Rapunzel, you can have Cinderella, you can do all these things.
So is this the one where
Sign me up.
Is this the one where you start out, you have your house and you got to like break all the rocks and cultivate them?
I don't know if it's that in depth. I feel like it's more of like a design game, like you just plop stuff down where you want it once you unlock it type of thing.
Okay.
It is part of the Xbox Game Pass. So it says we can still access it for now. So I've been wanting to play it because I grew up on Disney. Like Disney's a big thing, old school Disney, and I don't care too much for the newer stuff.
Yeah, but, James and Mooney, they're really into Disney as well.
Yeah, so but it says for now, so like I'm like, man, maybe I should be playing that just to see what it is to figure out if I like it or not.
That Palia game? So
yes.
This isn't like that, of course, but I played this because it came free on Game Pass. I think you would like it. I think you would. Yeah,
I think so too, because I've played. There's another Disney game on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, the go-kart racing.
Yeah, I've played a couple of Disney games and I do enjoy them, but this one was supposed to be free, and they have been promoting that it was going to be a free-to-play game, and now they're backtracking on all of that. So they actually have a date for December 5th, and they have 3 different editions and then an expansion pack, and they all cost money. So your base package is $39.99 American, I assume. I don't know. And then the cozy edition is $49.99.
Oh, Disney, what are you doing?
Which is a physical copy of the game. The digital is cheaper, but you also don't get the extra skins and stuff if you don't buy the physical. And then they have they are including a house skin, companions, a sweater. You get a poster and a sticker sheet in the physical edition for $49.99. But in the digital edition, you get nothing extra other than moonstones, which I assume is like in-game currency. And then the gold edition, of course, you get the game. You also get the expansion pack. It's a digital edition. You get 15,000 moonstones, and you get a companion, a house style, and some sort of costume for your avatar for $69.99. And then the expansion pass is digital. You get 5,000 moonstones with that, and that is $29.99 to get the expansion. So, I mean, we're talking a $40 to $70 game plus a $30 expansion on top of that, and it was supposed to be a free-to-play game. So there's been a lot of hate about it because they were promising free-to-play. I don't know if they were promising free-to-play expansions, but the base game was supposed to at least remain free-to-play because people have been playing it. As far as I know, my Twitter is full of Disney Dreamlight.
Yep.
It's probably because I follow Paleo and stuff, and there's probably some similarities.
Sure, yeah.
But that's what I've been seeing a lot of complaints about. So it's not going to be a free-to-play game, and people are furious about it because people have dedicated a lot of time to it while it is free. But the editions release on December 5th.
Oh.
I assume once December 5th gets here, it's no longer free.
I know.
So whoever's been putting the hours into it are going to have to buy it if they want to continue to play.
So I know Callie Plays, who comes here once in a while, Hannah, she streams it and loves it. So sucks to be her now, I guess.
Yeah. It's like
it makes me want to not play it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like if I do like it, then I'm going to be like...
Yeah, you'll be investing all that time and effort, and then you hit a paywall, and it's like free trial, and
it's
like...
pretty simple concept, but even decorating your house, if you like that stuff, yeah, this will be right up your alley.
Right. So and that's what makes me like, I'm like, now I'm probably not going to play it at all because I don't want to spend money on it.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
And it's like it's like these, billion-dollar companies or whatever. It's like, you don't need money. Disney doesn't need money. They're trying to make that as the reasoning is because it's licensed by Disney, so they have to charge for it or whatever. But it's like they make billions, like they don't need it.
It's like most things really now, where it's like PlayStation, they're Sony such a big company now, and then you've got Google, which owns YouTube. They're such a big company now.
Yep.
It's like they don't need that kind of stuff, but they just do it anyway.
That's true. All right.
Yep.
Anything else, Kirby?
Nope.
Yeah, that's actually disturbing, which is kind of sad. So before we get into our final topic, guys, and Mark asks, will Kong or Gollum take worst game of the year? Kong will take worst game of the year, just as a heads up. So, I'm away.
No, I'm thinking Gollum because it has the expectations to be good, and I think the disappointment around that will be worse than.
I think that it got a higher rating than Kong, though, dude.
You think?
I'm pretty sure it did by the industry, right?
Oh.
And the amount of hate that Kong got right away, even with screenshots in the trailer, instantly was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sure, but at that point, it's like a lot of people aren't even going to play it, whereas people will have played Gollum and then hated it. So it's like
true, but then Gollum
who have actually experienced it.
Mark was like, "That's my game of the year," and now it's like, "Will this be the worst game of the year?" So Redfall, no, stop that. Redfall won't do it. So let me just give you guys the heads up. The 5th, I'm away. Okay, I can't do the podcast next week. The 5th, I'm away. So the 12th, I think we should do an all Call of Duty one on the 12th. Does that sound right? Because the 8th is the official release, or that's a Wednesday. Is that true? Is it the 8th? Yeah.
The 8th is a Wednesday. Yeah.
That's weird. But anyways, that's when multiplayer drops. So the 12th, let's do an all Call of Duty one. And then the 19th, this will be the big one. This will be our video game awards predictions. All right? On the 12th. Okay. So let's do that. And what we'll do...
Well, on the 12th or the 19th?
Yeah. The 12th is Call of Duty. And then the 19th would be the video game awards.
Predictions.
Okay.
Right.
because they're usually December 8th ish, like it's early in December. It won't be the 8th because that's, well, it could be. It's a Friday. So what we'll do is we'll do that. We'll do our predictions, but we'll really focus in and narrow in. Now, I know we've not played all these games. What we'll do, the format is what we believe our personal thought is, and then we'll give who you think is going to win. Because who I think is going to win compared to what my game of the year is totally different.
Yeah, you like for you, Paul. I think I know what it is for you.
Of course, yeah, and I've said it over and over. All right, let's do this quick. The FNAF movie, Five Nights at Freddy's movie, took Isaac to see it on Thursday night, and he is a hardcore Freddy's fan. He's loved it for years. 7 years ago, if you go onto my YouTube channel, you'll see me and Isaac did a video together. He was sitting on my knee. He would have been 7 years old or something, because he loved Five Nights at Freddy's. But I was like, dude, I think this could be too scary for you. And it was too scary for me, is what the issue was, because I had the headset on and I jumped scared, and then he was like, oh, like this too. It was so awesome. Go watch it. It's only a few minutes, or skip towards halfway through. Five Nights at Freddy movie was good. Surprisingly, it was good. IGN gave it like a 4 out of 10. Too much plot. I was like, I fully understand what FNAF is now. I get it. And it was really well done. It's not a great movie. It's not a movie to be like, okay, this is like Schindler's List good. It has nothing to do. It's a video game movie.
I think that was the expectation of it being that.
Yeah, so I went in expecting nothing. I'm like, this is like a preteen horror movie, we'll say, preteen horror, and it was good. It had some scary elements. Blumhouse did it, is probably why it was good. And so Blumhouse incorporated a few of their scary things in there. And I was quite impressed on how good it was. The audience, there was a couple YouTubers in there. I had no clue. So it was a Thursday night, and it was almost full. And so there's a scene at a diner. There's a YouTuber, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's a," and they're all like, "It's him, it's him." Oh, and I'm like, I have no clue. And Isaac's like, "Yeah, it's this guy. I watch him." And then there's a cabbie that is Corey Kenshin or something like this. All I know is last year I spent $100 on a hoodie from Corey Kenshin for Isaac. That doesn't even fit him anymore because he's grown so much. And so he was in the cab or something. He thought this was the greatest thing ever. Good movie. Had some scary elements. It was good. Had some gratuitous jump scares because it's Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was good. I give it a watch, and just for, hey, okay, I know a little bit about Five Nights at Freddy's, and it made over $50 million for the weekend, which is actually, I think, way bigger than they thought it was going to make. And apparently, before it was even released, they want to make it a trilogy, I guess. So we'll see what happens. So
good for them.
Decent story. Decent story. Dark themes, man. No, I'll say dark story too.
I'll be honest. I'll watch it.
Yeah. So I know you guys can't relate, but growing up in the 80s, let me just plant the seed, because it'll be a while before you see it. Growing up in the 80s, one of the biggest things was kidnappings. Kidnappings. So you're always told that white van driving around, don't go near it. Kidnappings. So the parents put the fear of God in us. That stranger danger. Yeah, and we didn't even have that term, I don't think, in the 80s. I don't remember ever hearing it until later. But they play on this theme really well, and I thought, okay, this Mr. Blumhouse, good job, buddy, because you took a movie that I was like, this won't be that good, and turned it into a pretty good creep level, decent movie.
Well, yeah, it's like we have thing. Well, it used to be taught that don't get in strangers' cars, don't meet strangers off the internet. What do we have now? Uber. And it's like where you literally call a stranger, you get a stranger over the internet, and you get in their car.
So funny. Just a quick thing. Vampire Survivors has DLC. I just found out about it today. James had messaged me and told me. And so here we go. Final topic of the day. Fortnite OG, the original gangster of Fortnite, is coming November 1st. So in 2-3 days, Wednesday, I will be streaming it, just as a heads up. I'm in the office that day, so it'll be a little later as usual on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but I'll probably stream it on Thursday as well. But Fortnite OG, we're talking, what is it? Paradise. Okay, hold on. Fortnite OG map. I'm trying to think of all the places. Tipsy Tomato, I believe, was one of them. Curvy, do you remember any of these?
Junkyard Junction is one, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Lazy Links, Risky Reels.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Continue without disabling. Stop that. Dusty Divot.
Oh yeah, Dusty Divot.
But Wailing Woods, there was a couple games I played where we finished in Wailing Woods, the circle. And I remember we built up a tower and we're just waiting to interact, and just wonderful memories. Tilted Towers is coming back. Snobby Shores.
Oh, Snobby was one of my favorite places.
Snobby Shores. Lucky Landings, is that one of them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I only ever played
yes, at the
on
bottom.
the Switch.
Of course, yeah, but it plays fine on the Switch, right? Because it's a cartoony game.
Yeah.
But it's coming back, guys, for a month, and I'm excited to play it. I think so. Here's what's going to happen: you're going to see all the big YouTubers that kind of got their fame from Fortnite come back, play it for the month, and then take off. But they're going to enjoy this month ride. They're going to be like, ooh, okay, how can we incorporate this original map again? And I love it. I'm excited. I remember doing Tilted Tower battles or staying away from Tilted Towers.
I avoided it like the plague.
Yeah. There was one, I have it on stream, where I think it's a separate clip. I won in Tilted Towers. That's where it ended. And I was just camping there. I was a solo on stream. Can you imagine? Because I never did solo. I hate solo. I don't want to play, but I did it on stream while I was waiting for the boys to get on, like Steel and all those guys. And I was sitting there waiting, and there somebody started to build and started to run across. I was like, let's go, Papa. And I won. I was like, what, are you kidding me? But that was in Tilted Towers, which was awesome. So, Lee, I hope you download it. Curvy, I hope you're probably going to download it because you played it lots. Tell me your experiences with the OG map, Curvy.
Well, I played it a lot, but I was always the one just chasing after everyone because I didn't know how to build, so I would just be the tag one.
I never knew how to build.
No, it's horrible. It's even harder on PC. I've tried the build mode on PC and I can't do it. I guess like I probably could do it if I manually assign different buttons to build different things immediately and all that, but I'd rather play no build mode. It's much simpler.
I'll play build mode though. I got to just for a while,
just for the nostalgia.
Yes, because I
That's
actually
fine,
liked.
I'll fail.
I wasn't good with building. Like I was average, maybe below average, we'll say.
I could build stairs and then like a wall, like I use that as a defense mechanism, but I would not build towers unless I had the time to actually like sit there and figure it out on my way up and like figure out how to put doors and.
Oh, I didn't hear you, Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Oh, right. I wouldn't even attempt it.
Oh, no.
Like
seriously,
to build.
Because
I'd just be stood there trying to do it, and then I'd just be shot.
Oh,
like it's.
There's so many good memories we had. Honestly, for the 6 months I played it, it was lots of fun, and then I just got tired of it. Spike traps are coming back apparently. Oh, I remember spike traps.
Yeah.
So I want to see Kenny Blum come back. I want to see all those guys that just hung out with me and played with me. I want to see them come back, even if it's just for a month or the times that I played. It'd be really good. Katie Lynn, I'm still enjoying Fortnite. Yes, you are, Katie Lynn. You're still enjoying Fortnite. I just haven't played it, but I'll play OG, and we're gonna have a good time. We'll stream it, we'll play it, but we're still doing lots of Call of Duty. Just as a heads up, because I paid for the Battle Pass again, But I'm still paying for Fortnite skins for Isaac, just as a heads up. I just bought him Michael Myers. I just bought him these other ones too. It's just mind-blowing. But go ahead, sir.
But yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that they'd end up keeping it after the month because wasn't no build mode meant to be temporary, and now it's like
people love it.
Thing.
If it keeps a fan base and they earn money, they're keeping it. And so you'll see, it's just people really, there's good memories with the OG map. And that's what we all want. We all want to go back and revisit that. And that's kind of what we've been crying about. But I
think even if they approached it as like a yearly event or a couple times a year, they bring it in for a month. And I think that would be enough stimulus for like getting all of the original fan base back into the game, and then as long as they develop a good enough season or whatever in between those months, that it may be enough to keep people involved in it a little bit more too. It's almost like, you know, a treat. Here you go. Like, this is our appreciation token for you playing. And
I just don't. I don't want Spider-Man swinging. I don't want any of that. I just don't want the silly stuff.
Yeah, that's the part that has, honestly, I think that's why I've started fizzling back out. Is like, it's just annoying. Like, you go in and like they've got Dragon Ball Z powers, and then you've got web slingers, and then you've got all these weird special guns, and it's just like, just why?
Apparently, the old weapons are coming back too. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm excited. When I heard about it, Isaac came out and told me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it was like official. I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be lots of fun. I have, you could see, like I said, 6 months straight on YouTube, just streaming. But I have good memories. I got good wins. I have a full clip of me pretending I'm Donald Trump, talking like Donald Trump, and we win that match. They were like, hey, Paul, pretend you're Donald Trump for the whole thing. I'm like, okay. And I did it. It was me and Pete. I think it was Steele and somebody else or whatever. And we won. We won that match. It was so good. I just want you to trade.
Is Pete gonna play?
I think Pete will try it. I think he'll come back. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm dedicating my time. I think he'd be like, but he's not a big fan of multiplayer stuff like that, right? Pete and I are similar in the same way. If we're playing against sweats, we get pretty friggin' frustrated, and I try to keep it composed on stream, and then Pete doesn't, which is awesome. I just want you to trade De'Aaron Fox to me, Jim Ryan. I just need you to actually log in and stop keeping your guys on the bench and earn some points. But yeah, sorry, we have a fantasy league going on for basketball. I'm just excited, guys. OG Fortnite. Lee, you're gonna play, eh?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem for you, Paul, was actually keeping everyone together. I could see you get visibly like frustrated when people kept splitting up, like Scooby Doo or something.
Stick together. Oh my gosh, that was my biggest thing.
Yeah.
So I'm good at following orders. I would just rather lead though. I would rather lead in these games, and so.
Oh yeah, you love to lead.
I do. I'll be honest. I do love to lead. But I can follow orders. Not a problem. In my head, my way is the best way, no matter what, even if it isn't. But that you could hear me on stream. Stick together, especially if I die. Well, two people took off and stuff like that. I'm like, we got to land together, guys. What are you doing? Like, there's safety in numbers. We could take these people out. So one person goes down, 3 others could kill the guy that took that person down and then raise them back up.
Yes.
Lee, you've stirred up some PTSD in me right now. I'm just saying. Seriously, Kirby, if you go back and watch some of those clips or even just some of those streams, they were so much fun, and I had a wonderful time. But yeah, I'm gonna give her a go. I probably won't play it off stream, but I was even doing that because it was all battle pass stuff. Play in the morning, get your dailies done, and I won't be that heavy. I don't even do dailies on Warzone. What's that?
I'm gonna have the default skin when they come in.
I'll still play as either Cuddle Team Leader or what's her name? Shoot.
The one with the green hair.
Where's she?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it must be downstairs in my other room. I'll bring her up though. I only play as 2 different characters. Cuddle Team Leader. What's her name though? Zoe. Is it Zoe? Is it Zoe? Hold on. Fortnite Zoe. Yes. She's the only one I really play as Zoe. If you do Fortnite Zoe, she has the green hair, she has the pink hat, the pink outfit. I have the candy glider. I've got it all. And then I use my swoosh hammer. The swoosh hammer that goes. That's what I'll use, and I won't change anything up. I just won't. I haven't done it. Like
that off.
When I played once or twice last year, Caleb, he kind of made fun of me. He's like, Paul here using like 4-year-old skins while the rest of us are using up-to-date new skins. I was just like, no, this girl's perfect. I'm gonna use her, and I'll always use a female character anyway. So.
Yeah, it's like Calm down, Caleb. Don't smash a controller now.
Don't break your TV. Caleb did break a TV though.
Yeah.
Oh, so nobody gives me credit for how awesome Spider-Man movies have always been. Why would they give you credit for Spider-Man movies? What a silly statement. All right, guys, anything else before we end? Kirby, do you have any special stories for Fortnite? Lee, do you have any special stories for FORTNITE?
No. No.
What? No special stories? I want to go back and watch some Fortnite clips now. There's one I did create that was there was two. What was it? It was my base and another person's base, and they built high up, and I think they killed one of my teammates, and then he jumped over to kill me, and then I stopped the clip and I put the Anakin and Obi-Wan. I have the high ground, whatever, and I just kapop and killed the guy as he came in. Oh, it's such a fun clip. I need to find that on YouTube. I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited to play this. This is good. Just having a good time. Boys and girls, this has been great. Glad to be back doing it. Like I said, I can't be here next weekend. It's Isaiah and Cam's birthday celebration weekend. But yeah, we'll be rocking right after that. And no calls from work, which is good.
Yeah.
It's been a great weekend. All right, anything else? Kirby, anything else before we end? I still love that painting in the back right there to your over your left shoulder. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that one right there. That's still awesome. All right. Nothing?
No, nope.
All
I'm
right.
gonna carve pumpkins today.
Nice. Okay. You send me some pics where you guys carve.
Okay.
Lee? Anything?
No, I'm good. I got nothing.
Okay, I could keep talking to be honest. I really could, but I'll let
Motor
you guys
mouth.
go. Yeah, motor mouth, 100%. 100%. All right, Kirby, where can they find you in all your socials? Least favorite part.
Twitch and Twitter, Kirby_last.
Yeah, so Kirby's been streaming, just as a heads up, some Call of Duty, and you're feeling better because I saw on Twitter that you just weren't feeling that good the other night and had to cancel your stream.
Well, yeah, and I've been having a back issue.
Uh-oh. You need to get in some yoga and stretch that mother out. Maybe.
It's getting better.
Good.
Ish.
Okay. Lee, where can they find you in all your socials?
Instagram, Discord, Threads. I don't know.
I don't even
Does
use
anyone
Threads.
use Threads?
No, I don't.
Kirby and I were all excited. Let's go. And then we're like following each
Yeah.
other, chatting. And then it's just like, eh.
Yeah, it was like a big thing for like 2 weeks. And
It
then
was too.
never
2 weeks?
again.
I think 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But all right. So yeah, find on what's the account name?
Lee Everett or the Lee Everett.
So just as a heads up, if you search either of those, there's 1,000 accounts that say Lee Everett or the Lee Everett with the same Lee Everett picture.
No, not the Lee Everett. You won't find it with the Lee Everett.
On what?
And on
Instagram?
You won't find loads of them. You'll just find one.
All right.
And
The one and only.
Lee Everett.
And if you're gonna look for the picture, it will be the one with my blue icon, the blue Lee Everett face. It'll be.
Oh yeah! Look at that handsome devil right here. Look at those 3 pictures.
Oh no!
With a suit, you got the Pharaoh legend.
It'll be that icon, that one.
Nope, that's not your icon.
Is it not?
It is not your icon.
What?
Lee doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know.
I hate socials.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's not it. Okay.
Oh.
All right, Lee's gonna go back and put that blue icon on everything now. Just
Exactly.
Paul called me out.
I wasn't lying, I swear.
Paul called me out and proved me wrong, but if you go look, it's not that icon. Just as a heads up.
No.
All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. We got even for the millions watching.
Oh.
What's this?
Read.
Oh, whoa, before you go, thoughts on Twitch allowing multi-streaming? I got that email, and I read through it, and I deleted it. I got the email from Restream. I was like, Twitch ain't telling me what I'm doing. The hell with them.
Well, and that's the thing. I think hardly anybody has actually changed their strategies.
Nope.
But the only thing that I will say about it is it's still technically they're trying to control every aspect of you actually like using Restream or something similar.
Yep.
Because they don't want you to take away from your Twitch viewers, so you can't combine any chats or anything like that. They're not supposed to show up together. It's supposed to be like totally individual everything.
Yep.
So you can restream, but you can't combine anything. So it's still supposed to be a Twitch only type of feel for your Twitch viewers.
It's nonsense.
That's what the details are.
They're just going to end up killing themselves. That's it.
I think they're just going to end up releasing, like, after a few more months of people complaining about it, it's just going to turn back to normal, and they're not going to care.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, Jim Ryan, thank you so much. I really appreciate you hanging out. Candy Girl, sorry, Katie Land. Thank you so much. Who else we got in here? We got Big Casino, ching ching. And Wheezy, again, thank you for your subscribe at tier 1 for 15 months streak. I still remember when Kirby was like, I'm going to try to get my husband in here. I'm going to try to get him on the chat and all that stuff. And here we are 15 months later as a subscriber, but even longer. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. Kirby, Lee, thank you guys taking your time and dealing with this guy's schedule. That's another thing too. I really appreciate you guys.
Waking up early for you.
I was just gonna say waking up super early for me. I do appreciate it, Kirby. We all do. So thank you so much. So yeah.
In the UK we say schedule.
As for Kirby, as for Lee, my name is Paul, and you guys take care. Schedule.
Schedule.
Why do you say schedule?
Because that's how we say it.
The British ways.
We invented the language.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. It's called English.
Sorry, dude.
It's called English. We're English. We're from England.
So
we invented the language. It's sheer logic.
No, I would, if we're going to say that or cling to that ideology, it would be, we could correlate it to the Wish website.
Oh my gosh.
So UK English is equivalent to the Wish website. And then you have the proper, more superior websites, which is North America, of course. Do you see what I'm saying, Lee?
But that's not the origin of the language, though.
It doesn't matter. It's terrible.
England created the English language.
I don't believe that. I think you guys took it, like you've taken everything else, and changed it.
Well, yeah, because we took aspects of it from like French and Spanish and Greek and Latin and stuff.
You didn't.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
It.
I would,
we adapted it to create the English language.
So why don't you guys talk like King James anymore?
Because King James was like hundreds of years ago.
Yes. Are you saying you guys evolved from the King James version of English?
Well, it's like, why are you not? Why are you speaking through a microphone instead of shouting really loudly?
Because you couldn't hear me. that's a terrible.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's terrible, Lee. You might as well get 2 cans with a string and send it over to the UK and talk through the strings. No. I remember doing that as a kid back in the day.
Funny.
Before, when you guys went to school, there were cell phones and stuff. When I went, they taught you about using the cans and the string. Yeah. Taught you about Morse code. Oh, what's that?
Pictures that Wheezy and I did.
As in painted?
We put pumpkins on our heads.
Hold on. That looks like a painting, though, or...
No.
Oh, there we are. Okay, cool. I put pumpkins. You guys are weirdos. That's amazing. Wheezy. Playa. There he is. Like, yeah, baby, I'll give you some pumpkin head.
Oh.
Can't believe I said that. No, that's awesome. Good for you guys. That's tons of fun.
Yeah. That's it. We
Right.
painted. We did paint yesterday. We painted pumpkins. That's Wheezy's.
Okay, nice.
And then that one's mine.
Very nice. Cool. Lee, do you and Mumsy do anything like that? Carve pumpkins or anything?
Nope. It's because Halloween is so like so
that's
much
right.
smaller, and also we live quite rurally as well.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
if I'm honest, I'd be surprised if because I don't think we got anyone last year. I'd be surprised if we got anyone this year, and I kind of hope we don't, because I hate people and I like chocolate. So
I'll tell you.
That's fair.
At my desk last week at work, because I'm trying to do good, and there was a bowl of free to take, like, small individual packages of like caramels and all this other stuff. I didn't have any. I fought the temptation, but I love chocolate. That is, Steph will tell you, I can eat so much chocolate, it's ridiculous. And that's probably why I'm a big fat loser, but I love chocolate. It's so wonderful. But I have not touched anything so no sweet stuff since last Sunday, which is great. So that's good. Having a good time without eating good stuff. I love good stuff.
Great.
Well, it's it's good to have, not good for you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love it. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Goodbye, YouTube land.